Welcome to Shom Achshava on the Daf. We're holding in Zevachim Daf Dalet. The Gemara in the end of Amudal tells us that one of the differences between Shinui Kodesh and Shinui Ba'alim is that Shinui Kodesh is even in a korban which is Korban Tzibur. It belongs to the public. If a person has the wrong thought, he makes a chatas into ha'ila, it ruins the korban. But Shinui Ba'alim, you don't have Ba'at Tzibur. Rashi explains, as the last Rashi in the Amud, everybody is the owner, so there's no way to do Shinui Ba'alim. And here we find 2 points which are more in the lumdis of understanding the Gemara and Zevachim, but they're very closely related to Oimek HaMachshava. So first of all, the Akiva Eiger in Shuvas Chelek Aleph Siman Tes quotes the Sefer Psomim Rosh. Now this is just as a side point, the Sefer Psomim Rosh was a controversial sefer because the one who printed it said that the Rosh, Rabbeinu Asher, wrote it. And many had problems with it to say it's not the Rosh. But Akiva Eiger is quoting it. So the question is, does Akiva Eiger think the Rosh wrote it or somebody else? We don't know. But he did rely on the sefer. So Akiva Eiger says that Psomim Rosh brings that it seems like the woman or potter from Tfilas Musaf. Why? Because Musaf we daven keneged Korban Musaf. Different than Shachis Mincha Ma'ariv that we do also for Korbanos, but also keneged Avos Tikrum. Now, where do we bring Korban Tzibur? Machzis shekel. Anybody who's learning Yerushalmi sees it now that everybody gave a donation, Machzis shekel, and with that they brought the Korban Tzibur. Women are not obligated in Machzis shekel, so they were not part of Korban Tzibur. If they're not part of Korban Tzibur, so Musaf wasn't theirs, so they can't daven Musaf. That's what Akiva Eiger brings the name of the Sefer Psomim Rosh. So Yitzchak Yochanan Spector in his Ber Yitzchak or Chaim Sof Siman Chof asks that the Yerushalmi have an opinion of Ben Buchri that holds that a Kohen cannot give Machzeh Shekel either. And children below the age of 20 also don't give Machzeh Shekel. You want to tell me that a Kohen cannot daven Musaf? You want to tell me that a child under the age of 20 can't daven Musaf? So it says the Ber Yitzchak, what do you see from here? That the Korban Tzibur applied to the entire Tzibur. Even those that are not giving the Machzeh Shekel, the ones that do not give the donation, but the Korban Tzibur applies to everyone. Even to the woman and to the Koyanim and to everybody. It's a Korban Tzibur, belongs to the entire Tzibur. Says the Sefer Amud Or Siman Zayin, I bring you a raya from the Gemara Zevachim Daf Dalet. Because the Gemara Zevachim Daf Dalet tells us the Korban Tzibur, there's no Shinui Ba'alim. Why not? Why can't I take a Korban Tzibur and say I'm doing it for a woman? So you see from here, the Korban Tzibur goes for women as well. Why? They don't give Machzeh Shekel. You see from here, Korban Tzibur applies to everyone in Klal Yisrael. And the oimik of this thing is that the Korban Tzibur brings kapara over the entire Tzibur. It rectifies all the Tzibur. And everybody in Am Yisrael belongs there. The Tzibur is the new entity which includes every single individual Klal Yisrael. So you mean a woman could daven Musaf, that's the maskana that Achron come to. The second point in this inyan is what Tosfos asks. Tosfos, the last Tosfos in the Amud says, why can't I do Shinui Ba'alim by thinking about a non-Jew, about a Goy? If someone will shechter for a Goy, it's going to ruin the korban. Says the Tosfos, no, because a Goy does not have kapara. And we learned in the Gemara that the only Shinui Ba'alim you can have is only one who is mechuyev kapara kamoisei, someone who also needs that kapara. So if Reuven does it for Shimon, and they both have the requirement for a kapara, so then you have a problem of Shinui Ba'alim. But a Goy doesn't have a kapara, so therefore you don't have Shinui Ba'alim. So ask the Achronim, but a Goy also can bring korbanos. Noidrim nedarim and nedavos ki Yisrael. They can donate to Beis HaMikdash. And nedarim and nedavos bring kapara. So why do you say that a Goy doesn't have kapara? So the Achronim answer in different ways, and one mahalach is what the Stipler, the Kilis Yankov, brings over here in Siman Zayin Ois Beis. And he says, yes, a Goy can bring a korban, but there's no kapara that comes from the korban. They bring it, but they don't rectify anything, they don't have kapara. And this connects with it's Mivur B'divrei Ariseinu, that we have different steers. Is there such a thing as tshuva by a Goy or not? So as Tzaddik HaKoyin tells us, there is a tshuva by a Goy only mikam v'la'abo, meaning a Goy can say, I'm going to be good going forward. But he doesn't have tshuva backwards, retroactively, to fix the past. He cannot uproot what he did. He cannot go and take away what he did. A korban is a kapara, meaning it takes away the past. That a goy is not shaykh to. He can bring a donation, he can bring a dorwan, as we'll see. He can bring a gift to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But to go and rectify the past, he's not shaykh to that. That's what Tosfos says by us, that the kapara of Yisrael doesn't belong to a goy. And therefore there's no Shinui Ba'alim by Korban Tzibur. So two inyanim ba'alacha that we learn from our sugya, they are very closely connected to Eimek HaMachshava. To join or to sponsor the Shor Machshava Shiurim, please email shormachshava@gmail.com.